Hello everyone and welcome to the last Trains of the Month for 2025 and the last Trains of the Month ever. I know everyone is probably so sad, but there's a good reason for it, and I'll talk about that later at the end of the video. Anyway, let's get right into the catches of December 2025. We start out the month on the 14th in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, with my good old pal Daniel at the Murfreesboro station, where we see a power move of random odds and ends of the CSX roster. We later move down to a nearby park and catch a swiftly moving manifest running north. The next day I fly out and back to Wisconsin, so we head up north towards Nashville. We take a break at my Brentwood stop, where we end up sitting for what feels like forever. After a run to Chick-fil-A, a northbound grain train comes through. After the grain train came through, Daniel and I ran up towards Radnor Yard, where things get a little interesting. To be clear, there is no trespassing sign around, so technically it's legal. Anyway, we go to the north end of the yard and see a pair of MP15s and a Jeep 38 roll through, which was cool because switchers. We later give up on the whole CSX issue and head over to the airport to watch some WeGo Stars roll through. Then, as we think about it, we have time before my flight to ride the WeGo Star. So we run up to Donaldson and hop onto the next inbound for Nashville. After we got off the train, we decided it was best to head to the airport to end my first semester in Nashville. The day after my arrival back in Wisconsin, I headed out to the normal areas of Green Bay and Neenah. I started the day in Green Bay where I whiffed a whole bunch of pictures. I didn't notice, so I kept my streak going and checked out Neenah. When I arrived, I found a waiting CN A447, the train from Gary, Indiana, to Green Bay, Wisconsin. I caught it on the move at my normal Neenah spot at the North Lake Street crossing. I then get bored and rush up to Green Bay to catch an A447 at the depot. On the 20th, I was spending time with my mom when a 447 came through with a leasing unit trailer. I had priorities when it came through, so I ran up and started recording. Sorry, Mom. A few minutes later, while we were at her office, the Cinemax job came through, and I caught that move as well. The next day, I head out to hang out with the one and only Flying Scott Films for some Nina Rail fanning once more. We saw a local come through, but nothing else noteworthy. I didn't record any videos, so here's some pictures of the wide cab Jeeps. That's going to wrap up this month's edition of Trains of the Month. If you can't tell, I'm actively trying to catch up on content. So hopefully next week the next video will be out, but we'll see. As usual, subscribe, check the sheet, and as always, bye!